I think about contextualized preaching and why it's become so important in 2019, the first thing that comes to mind is how much entertainment has become an importance in the church. What I mean by that is you think of a lot of the kind of the bigger churches. I don't want to dog on them, but a lot of the bigger churches really focus on that time of worship. They get it really dark. They get the bright lights, kind of a concert feel, but you're entertained because it is very good. And I've been moved at concerts by some of these bands from these churches. But when I think about preaching in that sense, we have to, as preachers, find ways to entertain our people. And if we're not doing that, then they're not getting anything out of it. So we have to find this balance of when I walk into a church, how do I meet these people? What's something that's going to make them know that I know what they're going through? Especially if we're not there every Sunday. If we are there every Sunday, then we need to use illustrations that we know are going to be good for these people. I just think about, especially contextualized, you think about preaching to children, preaching to youth, preaching to adults. You got to have different types of things that you say. You can use bigger words here for adults than you can with children. Children need a little bit more goofy in you. The adults like it too, but the adults also want some of that deep, good, juicy exegesis. So contextualized preaching is important. I think about Mother's Day. This is what first rang my bell, and I saw this assignment as Mother's Day. I heard a sermon. It was an extremely conservative sermon in the South, and it kind of left me thinking, this is not portraying motherhood well. And if you take this sermon to another church, like just across town, he's not going to get booed off the stage, but it's not going to be taken well. But at this church, it was taken extremely well, but at this church, it wouldn't be taken well. But some of the problems I had with it was not so much the contextualization, because the contextualization he did really well, but it was kind of more the way that he made mothers kind of sound biblically. And I don't think it was very accurate, but when I think about contextualization, I think it hit well with most people except for me in this congregation. But you take it over here and it doesn't fit with anybody.